don't want to get him in trouble with his band. Open the hi-hat. I don't want to get him in trouble with his band. Because I say his name, his band members see it, they're going to be like, hey man, you saying we can't count? Well, yeah. Now this chop has a linear feel to it, but it's not completely linear. And what makes it a pocket chop is you keep that snare on the backbeat of 2 and 4 in the middle of playing your chop. That way nobody loses the groove. They know where the 2 and 4 is. Now this is a 16th note fill, so you're playing 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. But we're gonna break it down into 2 sections, the first 8 notes and the second 8 notes. First 8 notes go open hi-hat, kick, kick, rack tom, snare, kick, rack tom, rack tom. Now every last one of these rack toms is on the first rack tom, the 10-inch. So here's a quick example of just those first 8 notes. Check it out. Huh? You like that? I mean, that's just the first half. But did you notice how when we opened the hi-hat, we didn't play the kick? Yeah, I know before we be saying stuff like, every time you hit the hi-hat, you gotta have the kick. Not on this one, and you'll see why at the end. Now the second 8 notes are a kick drum, followed by 2 rack toms, but this time the 2 rack toms is on the second tom, the 12-inch. Then it's another kick drum, followed by a flam. When you flam, make sure you flam between the floor tom and the snare. Then you have 2 more kick drums, and then 1 more flam between the floor tom and snare, and then you crash on the downbeat of 1. So here's a quick example of just the second 8 notes. Check it out. All right, you know what's next. Let's just put the whole thing together. First 8 notes and the second 8 notes. Check it out. All right, now you're ready to add groove, except there's just one little small detail. We gotta add a pickup note leading into the downbeat of 1. But watch this. The pickup note is not on the kick. The pickup note is on the hi-hat, and that hi-hat is closed, leading into the open hi-hat on the downbeat of 1. And that pickup note is a 16th note, so that comes in on the of 4. So instead of starting your chop on the downbeat of 1, it starts on the of 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Here's an example with the groove and the pickup note on the hi-hat. Check it out. Huh? Dope, right? What? Come on. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I know I said it's dope, but do you think it's dope? I know you do. You know why? Because this is one of them universal chops. It doesn't matter if you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced. You can play it slow, it sounds good. You can play it mid-tempo, it sounds good. And you know when you speed it up, it sounds dope. All right, well that's it, good people. That's the whole lesson. Your first pocket chop. And remember, what makes it a pocket chop is keeping that backbeat on the snare on 2 and 4. I mean, of course, on the downbeat of 4, it is a flam, but you're flamming between the floor tom and the snare. So that still counts. Well, you should already know what's next. You gotta hit the subscribe button. That's right. And for those of you who feel like, man, this chop is still a little bit too advanced, or I want some more of this